It's survival. Survival. I think somebody lying. Smell somebody lying. So Friday, Kendrick Lamar releases new album, GNX. Surprise release. Surprise, not Wednesday. Hey y'all, it's dropping Friday. Thursday is dropping Friday. Nah, Friday. I'm at work, deep in work. Get on Instagram. One of the music pages I follow. New Kendrick Lamar. Didn't say album, didn't say song. So I just like, okay, cool. Group chat started going crazy. Kendrick dropped the album. Kendrick dropped the album. The Broccoli song is on here. Woot de woot. Now I stream with Tidal. I stream with Tidal. Tidal did not have the album up until probably an hour later after the fact. So, like I say, y'all know people, they go into dialogue 5 minutes after the album coming out. So I was like, okay, I get to it when I get to it. When I got off work, I went to get some food. I was listening to it in the car, but I didn't really get into the album until Friday night. And I'm here to talk about it. 12 songs, about a 45-minute listen, short, quick, to the point. The production work is crazy. The production work is crazy. That what stood out the most to me the first few listens. And dare I say, you can tell this is probably the most fun Kendrick had creating the album. It goes back to when the Not Like Us video came out and we got what we know now as Squabble Up. We got the preview at the beginning of the video and people started saying, yo, if Kendrick drop another album, will he go into this more, want to call it West Coast bounce type of sound? And overall, I think he did. You know, we got the songs like Reincarnated, which, I mean, it's a Tupac sample. Heart Part 6, which is a SWV sample. Man in the Garden, Gloria. We got records to where he get into his Kendrick Lamar perspective bad. But for the most part, it's a groove album, in my opinion. It makes you get up. It makes you, you know what I'm saying, do the Schoolboy Q stomp to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad he went this direction because after Mr. Morale, the Big Steppers, mainly the second part of that album, it's like, okay, I get it. Then he announced, I'm leaving TDE. So I always wonder how would his approach to releasing music be now that he's not under TDE, because we heard for years, SZA been open about it. TDE will hold albums until it's quote unquote ready to drop. So after 2024, it's clear Kendrick is just doing what he want to do. I saw the copyright say it's PG Lang, but PG Lang is under Interscope Records. But if 2024 is any indication, Kendrick is definitely outside. He sees what goes on the internet. He's seeing the different narratives people coming out with. And just go back to say, just because people don't post on social media doesn't mean they not on social media. I know that was the biggest thing with Cole and Kendrick for the past few years. Like, oh, they can do this, but they ain't never on social media. They own social media. I know Kendrick said years ago he don't be having a phone and all that. He sees what goes on. I don't care if it's just a quick 4 times a year pop in and pop out, search his name and see what people saying. They see what's going on. I don't think there's no artist who just oblivious to things going on. Even Wayne, because Wayne, that was his whole thing for years. He just don't know what's going on in the world. But clearly, he knows what's going on in terms of this whacked out mural song to start the album off with. So I don't think artists are just oblivious. They just got to keep it mild. They can't have like the Kevin Durant burner accounts or nothing like that, which maybe some do have. Matter of fact, some do have on Instagram and Twitter. So it is what it is, but I'm happy Kendrick dropped. Surprise release, like I said before, I can't remember the last time we had a day of surprise release. Like normally they announce it days ahead or the week of, but out of nowhere, Friday. I saw people saying he dropped the trailer. I didn't see the trailer. I don't know if it's on his Instagram or what, but I didn't see a trailer before this. I just got on Instagram and saw an album out. And I was like, oh, well, damn, bet. So like I said, 12 songs, quick, short, listen. Starting things off, Whacked Out Murals. Whacked Out Murals. Now, the people who've been on the anti-Kendrick train, leading the charge in that aspect, pro-Drake crowd, whatever the case may be, if it's any song y'all should relate to the most, it should be Whacked Out Murals. Whacked Out Murals is basically telling you it's okay to live in your hate. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're probably not hating hard enough, to be honest with you. I don't know, my producers tap in, musicians tap in. What's that noise a lot of West Coast production have, that boom, 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 boom? When that shit started creeping in, I said, God damn. I need to hear this shit on some speakers, not the car speakers, like them old school at the cookout speakers. I would love to hear that on those type of speakers. That shit started creeping in, and then you got the song starting out with somebody speaking in Spanish. I was like, oh my God. And Whacked Out Mirror saying, yeah, I know people don't like me. Basically saying, I know people don't like me, but that will come with it. It's a love-hate thing I got with this industry. I don't like the people in the industry. I stay to myself. Y'all get mad at me for coming at old boy. Little do y'all know, old boy is asking people from my area, from my section, about information about me, saying he'll not only pay them in cash, but he'll give us some Bitcoin as well. But yet y'all mad at me. I mean, I understand where Kendrick comes from in that aspect. I'm the type of guy you run into by accident these days. I don't rock with a lot of people. I don't got no issue with nobody, but I just keep my distance. And y'all know I hate when people say don't judge me off social media. What am I supposed to judge you off of? If you're saying goofy stuff and corny stuff on social media, I just got to feel like, okay, you're not the type of person I need to be around. But I like to see the crash out sometime on Facebook as well. I do like to see it. But all in all, I understand where Doc coming from. And sometimes he does get a little bit too involved with it. I'd be like, okay, bro, if you don't like it, you don't got to talk about it so much. But clearly, the way this year panned out, he just want everybody to know how he feel. So when he walk in rooms or whatever, don't get uncomfortable. You don't got to worry about me coming over to shake your hand or to speak to you. And I might not even be there long. So if it's any song anti-Kendrick people should relate to, it should be Whacked Out Murals. Of course, the main takeaway being the Wayne, the mention of Wayne, I'll call it. It's not a diss. It's just a mention of Wayne, basically saying, I miss my uncle Lil Man. He would kill me if I didn't make it. He used to bump the Carter 3. Oddly enough, I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down, going back to the Super Bowl announcement and all that in New Orleans. And basically, I think he just saying, I can't help that this shit happened and I can't help this shit happen. Old boy, your protege. The Super Bowl is in your city, New Orleans, and they called my phone asking me to perform. And I'm not going to say no just because that's Lil Wayne hometown and many people think Lil Wayne should probably, which I spoke on already this year. People think Lil Wayne should do it simply because it's in New Orleans. I can't help that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't take it as a diss. It's not a diss. He basically just saying, like, he damn near saying, like, dang, bro, I ain't mean for you to get involved in it, but shit, oh well. He said that, he's like, oh, whatever, okay. If you want it, damn it, it's here for you too. And coming off of last week's episode when I talked about Wayne mixtape run, the Drought 3, and all that, yeah, I ain't conflicted. It's like, I understand people saying Wayne don't want it with Dot right now. Kendrick is in a zone right now. Wayne, yes, he had some good features over the past few years, but obviously it's not Drought 3 Wayne. So I don't want to see that happen, but I totally understand Kendrick saying if you want it, it's here. I done got rid of your protege. He ain't been the same since. If you want it, we can take it there. But the other side of the thing, I'm saying Wayne, just relax. You got the Hot Boy reunion happen. They taking it on the road, I see as well. Focus on that. Let's celebrate that. Don't just bring, I think even at the Hot Boy reunion show, he said something about it. It's like, fam, just let it go. Let it go. You on the road with the Hot Boys. Y'all gonna have a magical moment, make some magical runs, see y'all fans that haven't seen y'all together since 90s, early 2000s. Enjoy that, bruh. Enjoy that, because this madman in Compton is not the one to bother. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't take it as a diss. Obviously, Wayne felt the way. He tweeted about it, and Wayne never tweets about situations like this. And if I had to make a guess, I'm guessing Wayne didn't even hear the song. I'm guessing somebody in Wayne camp basically probably came and said Kendrick dissed you, knowing that Kendrick didn't really diss him. So Wayne, seeing him respond like that, how he responded to the Super Bowl announcement, it's just like, come on, man. Like, you one of the GOATs in this shit. No matter what people say, no matter if you ain't been the same Wayne that we grew up listening to, you one of the GOATs in this shit, man. Act like it. Act like you got your own situation going. You got Young Money, sporting agency, and all that. Come on, man. You got a lot of shit going, Wayne. Just brush it off, dog. Just brush it off. Also, he mentioned Snoop Dogg. Snoop posted Taylor Made. I pray it was the edibles. And Snoop Dogg posted like Kendrick West Coast King, basically like, yeah, bro, it was the edibles. Sorry. Cause Snoop was moving kind of weird during the whole back and forth, especially with Taylor Made and the AI shit and all that. And Snoop response was like, well, was it Snoop Dogg real verse or was it AI? And the way he responded, people was saying like, damn, should Kendrick take this away? Like, damn, bro, you passed me the torch for the West Coast years ago, and now you basically on the fence. Like, what's going on? So hopefully that all gets situated. Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre do got an album coming out soon. Very intrigued to see how that would turn out. But whacked out murals all around, I think that could have been a great like song by itself on a Friday. If he would have came out and said, yo, whacked out murals now available, and you hear this song, you be like, okay, an album coming out soon. But the fact we had more songs to listen to after whacked out murals just made it even better for me. Next track, Squabble Up, a.k.a. the Broccoli song. And that's what I'm probably going to call it. I understand Squabble Up is a good name of a song, especially after everything that's happened this year. But I'm just so used to calling it the Broccoli song, but I got to adjust to calling it Squabble Up. Lived up to the hype of the preview. Nothing for me to really talk about. I was surprised to hear, I want to say Cyndi Lauper so bad. I don't think it's a Cyndi Lauper sample, but after hearing the part we always heard from the preview, I was surprised to hear that you got the music that make me dance. And I was like, yeah, that's gonna be one of the ones on the West Coast. They go get their groove to at when the heat back up outside for these day parties and all that, and they bring that out. It's definitely gonna be one of the ones like how Not Like Us would got people just dancing and enjoying themselves to a song that you be like, when you listen to the lyrics, you be like, damn, bro, really talking his shit at the same time. So Squabble Up, lived up to the hype. Luther, SZA collab with the Luther Vandross, If This World Were Mine sample. SZA, Kendrick Lamar collabs, really don't miss. Great balance. Great balance. Then I'm going to take y'all back to another perspective song with Man at the Garden, which I just took as affirmations. Like, I don't know about y'all, but daily affirmations and all that, I got written it down in my notepad at home. About 15 to 20 daily affirmations. I don't say them daily. It's just something to, like, remind me, like, why you do this shit, you know, keep going forward, all that. It sounded like daily affirmations to me. And, you know what I'm saying? I ain't going to say I could have dealt without it, but it's like, okay, I understand why you put it there, but at the same time, you give me that, then you come back with Hey Now, and at the end of Hey Now, I thought at the end of Hey Now, it was my boy from Schoolboy Q album, AZ Chike, that was on the movie song with Schoolboy Q, and he's on the Peekaboo song, I believe, on this album. But on Hey Now, it's a young man named Dottie, I hope I'm saying this right, Dottie Six, and at the end, when Kendrick was just like, they want to see me do my dance, and then Buddy come in with that West Coast bounce shit, I was like, oh, man. This is the type of shit I'm happy Kendrick did with this album. Like, we just want to have some fun, man. Like, he showed it throughout the years that he can make songs like Backseat Freestyle, the Poetic Justice lane, where, like I say, you got the SZA collab on here that kind of put you in the mind of how Poetic Justice was with the Janet Jackson sample. Humble. What's the other one? Was it Humble? No, not Humble. What's the other one? If I had to slap up that nigga, they gonna make me a little sexy. Like, songs like that, he showed I can get y'all in the groove. But with this album, he went full-fledged. That Hey Now, that end when Bruh popped in and him and Kendrick did the back and forth, and you just hear that West Coast beat in the back. Yeah, that was probably one of my favorite moments from this album. The end of Hey Now. Reincarnated. Tupac sample made. The flow, call back to the Taylor Made beef, if you want to call it. And this the one where the Kendrick super fan, I'm a fan of Kendrick, but I ain't the one to look for the Easter eggs, the hidden messages and all that. But the perspective he was talking about with the verses from this song, I'm hearing different names. I'm hearing he talking about Jackie Wilson, Billie Holiday. I thought he was talking about the legend from Columbus, Georgia, Ma Rainey. We talking about the singer from the Chitlin Circuit and all that. I was like, okay, this when bro really get into his I'm glad he limited those type of songs on this project, the Reincarnated, because I was like, at first, I heard the sample, and I was like, that's a Tupac sample. I can't remember the name of the song. Then I'm hearing the flow. And I'm like, okay, this is a Tupac homage. Everything that's happened this year, I get it. It wasn't until I listened to it a few times, I was like, oh, no, this is more than just I'm rapping like Pac. I'm talking some shit on here. And I was like, yeah, he's going to do that regardless. He's going to do that regardless. He's going to give you something you be like, yeah, I got to sit with this one for a minute. I got to do some research on this one. And I was seeing this, shout out to my guy Justin Tinsley from ESPN. He the one who brought it up, was like, yo, I think Kendrick is talking from the perspective of different artists from back in the day. So I had to listen to it a few times, but like I said, I heard Jackie Wilson, Billie Holiday. I'm thinking Ma Rainey or who he talking about, but he does get in that bag, and y'all know how he do with that. But even after that, he come back with TV Off. Mustard. He had fun with this album. How you going to give me Reincarnated when you sampling Tupac, your flow is like Tupac, but the verses, you're talking about past singers from way before our time. Then you come back with a song, you screaming Mustard. Now DJ Mustard can't go nowhere without probably hearing people say his name like that. He had fun with it, man. He had fun with it. TV Off. That Mustard shit is funny as hell. Because imagine being in the studio and you just engineering and bro just come in just with screaming Mustard like that. You saw the memes going around, the SpongeBob people and all that. Damn. Shout out to Mustard, though. Shout out to Mustard. I mean, that's a new tag for sure if I was him. Next song, probably one of my early favorite songs on this project, Dodger Blue. It just put me in that mind. And then with Dodger Blue mainly, I'm like, okay, he got hidden features and all that. A part of me did think, damn, there might be a Larry June feature or a Jay Worthy feature or something like that. I was thinking probably more Jay Worthy because he is from Compton, I believe. So I was like, damn, maybe a Jay Worthy feature. But I think a Roddy Ricch feature is on Dodger Blue. But Dodger Blue is just one of those songs you just want to get in the whip and just wherever the road take you for the day or the night and just have Dodger Blue on repeat. It's one of them songs for me. I really, really enjoyed that. Peekaboo. Peekaboo. At first, I was like, probably could be a skip, but got my guy AZ Chike on it. But the only ones I'll say I could probably skip, Peekaboo, the GNX song, because he got all his guys from Compton on there, but it's just one of the ones I probably could have dealt without. But Peekaboo, GNX, Man at the Garden, depending on how I feel that day, but those are some I probably could have dealt without. Excuse me. The Heart Part 6 with the SWV sample. And this goes back to what I said weeks ago when I went to the Usher concert. And I said the DJ was like, yo, who real R&B heads, who know about R&B? And then they played SWV Weak. And I'm like, okay, I get it. Weak is a classic, but SWV have other songs. They got the Use Your Heart. They got the You're Always on My Mind that you can play as well. And it might hit a little bit different when you go into the songs that people don't think you're going to go into. So not to say that Kendrick probably could have did a Weak sample or a more well-known popular R&B sample, but the fact he did Use Your Heart on the song Heart Part 6 that old buddy tried to mock early this year and did a terrible job at it. He basically threw in the white flag Drake did with the Heart Part 6 that he dropped. And for Kendrick to come back, use that Use Your Heart and Not Your Eyes sample while basically just talking about TDE. You know what I'm saying? Al Soul in the corner, mumbling lyrics with the Woot Schoolboy, J-Rock, Missed by Ali, Punch, Dave, Top. Just taking that moment to be like, bro, if you're going to steal my signature series song, do a better job of it than what you did. You know what I'm saying? So use your heart and not your eyes. That's how I took it. And that wasn't no hidden message or nothing. That's the first thing, my first listen on Heart Part 6. I was like, yeah, this pretty plain and simple what he trying to say. Use your heart, not your eyes. And with this song, I'm just going to talk about my TDE guys and the come up we had together. Now, the only part about the song I did find kind of weird when he was like, Black Hippie. It didn't happen because of me. I had other things I wanted to do. And I was saying, well, damn, this would have been a good opportunity to do a Black Hippie song on Heart Part 6. I was saying, like, why couldn't y'all just got on this song together? And that would have been dope. Black Hippie, Heart Part 6, Kendrick tell his perspective of things. Ab-Soul, Schoolboy, J-Rock, with that SWV sample, that would have went crazy. I would have loved to see that. Imagine Schoolboy Q rapping on that sample. Oh, man, that would have been crazy. So that's one thing I did take away. I was like, there could have been a good opportunity for a Black Hippie reunion on this song, but it is what it is. G and X, like I said, that's the guys from Compton. I understand it, but I probably could have dealt without it. Gloria was cool. I think the Heart Part 6 would have been just a better all-out outro, in my opinion. But like I said, Man at the Garden depend on the day. You know what I'm saying? Peekaboo, AZ Chike part I really enjoy. G and X could have dealt without. But overall, it's just a groove, man. It's a groove. His victory lap continues, and we still got the Super Bowl in February. I am guessing, though, he will hit the road next year. If I had to make a guess, he probably will hit the road next year. But who knows, man? Who knows? In my opinion, I think Wayne should just focus on the Hot Boys shows, Hot Boys reunion. That's a great moment for hip-hop all around. I don't think he really understands the impact that has. Not only the fact they did it in New Orleans, but the fact they're taking it on the road. I think they're going to Houston, if I'm not mistaken. That's dope. So Wayne, relax. Snoop Dogg made it clear. Nas keep biggering up Kendrick. Kendrick was like, Nas the only one that congratulated me on the Super Bowl. Whoop-de-whoop. And Kendrick just basically showing y'all got the people I like. I got people I rock with. But overall, industry-wise, I'm cool. Like, I put in the work over the years. I did everything you're supposed to do as an artist. If anybody can say it, it should be Kendrick.